In the world of NASCAR, where speed, skill, and strategy intertwine on the racetrack, Chase Elliott's name shines brightly. As a young driver with a legacy to uphold, his father, Bill Elliott, a NASCAR Hall of Famer, Chase has navigated the fast lanes of competition with remarkable talent and tenacity. Fans have cheered his victories and marveled at his prowess behind the wheel, but behind the surface of his success lies a narrative of trials and tribulations that has only recently come to light. Elliott's devastating revelation unveils a side of his journey that has remained veiled from public view, a journey marked by struggles that have tested his resolve and shaped his character. From the early days of proving himself in the shadow of his father's legacy to the relentless pressure of competing at the highest level, Elliott has grappled with challenges that go beyond the race course. The weight of expectations, the relentless pursuit of perfection, and the inevitable setbacks that come with a fiercely competitive sport all have left their mark on Elliott's path to success. Yet, amidst these struggles, Elliott's resilience shines through. His willingness to confront his vulnerabilities and share his story with the world not only humanizes a racing superstar, but also inspires empathy and admiration from fans and peers alike. As we delve deeper into Elliott's revelation, uncover the untold moments of triumph and defeat that have shaped his journey, making his victories on the track all the more meaningful and his resilience all the more remarkable. Chase Elliott faced a series of challenges last year in 2023, encountering unexpected hurdles that disrupted his racing journey. It all began in March when he had a mishap while snowboarding, resulting in a severe knee injury that forced him to sit out of the next 6 races. This setback not only impacted his physical well-being, but also significantly affected his chances of competing in key events. Additionally, Elliott found himself embroiled in a heated altercation with fellow driver Denny Hamlin during the Charlotte race, resulting in a 1-race suspension. These challenges compounded, adding to the complexities of Elliott's season. The defining moment of Elliott's 2023 campaign was undoubtedly the snowboarding accident, which led to a fractured left tibia and necessitated surgery. This setback sidelined him for a considerable part of the season, causing him to miss crucial races and impacting his overall performance. Upon his return to racing in Martinsville after recovering from surgery, Elliott faced a period of trauma as he grappled with the aftermath of his injury and the challenges of competing at the highest level. The disappointment continued as he failed to qualify for the Cup Series playoffs for the first time in his career, highlighting the magnitude of the obstacles he faced throughout the season. Chase Elliott is working to move past the challenges of the previous season and revitalize his career in the ongoing 2024 campaign. During a recent discussion on Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Dale Jr. Download podcast, the 28-year-old driver spoke about his apprehension regarding contacting team owner Rick Hendrick after sustaining an injury. He stated, "I'm like, all right, who do I call? How am I going to go about this? I hadn't got my x-rays back, and I had a pretty good feeling I couldn't walk. My knee was about this big already. I was going to miss the weekend." Elliott initially contacted his crew chief, Alan Gustafson, to discuss the situation and prepare for potential changes in the team's lineup. "I texted Alan and said, 'Hey, can I call you? We got a problem.' Because I knew he was going to be the one facilitating getting somebody else in the car, and he needs to know, and I was too scared to call Rick at this point." To his surprise, when Elliott eventually spoke with Hendrick, he was amazed that his boss was very supportive. Elliott shared, "Believe it or not, I was shocked. He took every bit of it just awesome, and he didn't even care about the weekend. He was just more worried about what was the process, how bad was it, when was surgery gonna be if I needed surgery, if he could do anything to help, and how long we were looking." Throughout the challenging season, Elliott received unwavering support from his fans as he battled medical issues. He recently revealed on Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s podcast that he had been dealing with a long-standing shoulder injury for years. He said, "My shoulder has always bothered me for probably 8 or 10 years. Elliott recounted an incident at Watkins Glen where he felt the effects of his shoulder problem. As much as he could, he attempted to cure it. Had it worked on, massaged as much as I could, did some of those things at home that you could do to strengthen other parts of your shoulder to kind of get by. And I did. That worked for a long time." Revealing how he likely injured himself while playing basketball, Elliott added, "I would say over the course of the last year and a half, it just bothered me more and more. It just got to where I was doing less, and it got more and more sore, I guess, as I had gotten older." However, the Hendrick Motorsports driver could only go so far as to repair an old injury. So I asked a couple of guys at the racetrack, couple of our trainers, "Hey, would you mind? I think my shoulder's been bothering me some." This was in Phoenix, November. I was like, man, I think something is really wrong with my shoulder. He kind of pulled it around this and that, and said, I think you got a torn labrum. You should go get an MRI. So I did. I did have a torn labrum. The Dawsonville, Georgia native underwent an outpatient treatment to repair a ruptured labrum. Elliott's fitness to begin the 2024 season indicates that the shoulder surgery was a success. After facing a mishap that left him injured, Chase Elliott likely felt a sense of wisdom and a desire to avoid making the same mistakes again, much like anyone would. This sentiment may have been amplified at the conclusion of the 2023 season. Following his shoulder surgery, Elliott participated in the Busch Light Clash, demonstrating his commitment to testing and strengthening his shoulder, by also competing in a super late models race at New Smyrna Speedway. Talking to the Tennessean, he said, "The shoulder feels good. I was doing a lot of rehab over the winter, 2 or 3 days a week working real hard at it, to try to get in a position where I could drive in the Clash because that window was pretty tight. I feel like it's in a good place. After the Clash it felt good, and after the event at New Smyrna it felt good there too." Chase Elliott came out of the rough 2023 racing season with a lot of new knowledge and a strong resolve to move forward. Even though the season had problems and setbacks, Elliott learned a lot and changed the way he thinks about and approaches his job going forward. Elliott's shoulder surgery, which was necessary because of the demands and hardships of professional racing, was a turning point in his journey of resilience. Elliott didn't let this failure stop him. Instead, he saw it as a chance to grow and get better. He chose to compete in the Busch Light Clash even though he had just had surgery. This showed how determined he was to overcome challenges and push himself to the limit. There was more for Elliott to do to get better though. He raced in a super late models event at New Smyrna Speedway to put his shoulder through more stress and help it get stronger. Elliott worked hard on this extra project to show how dedicated he was to improving his skills and getting in great shape for the next season. Elliott's trip in 2023 taught him more than just the physical parts of it. It also taught him how important it is to be strong, persistent, and flexible when things go wrong. Each loss helped him grow as a person and as a worker, which fueled his desire to do well on the track. Elliott looked forward to the 2024 season with a clearer mind, a stronger spirit, and a dedication to doing his best. These traits come from the important lessons he had learned on his difficult but life-changing journey in 2023. Did Chase Elliott's journey through the ups and downs of the 2023 racing season showcase his unwavering determination and resilience in the face of adversity? Drop down your opinions, like, share, and follow for more.